Scottish Boxing News here, home of Iain Butcher. How are we doing today, Iain?
I'm good, thanks. How are you guys?
Not too bad. Yeah, obviously it's been a while for you. I think it was December you were last out in the ring.
December, just before Christmas for boxing, through the Paisley show with Sam and MTK.
Yeah, and that was your first fight at Bantamweight, I think?
It was the first fight we had at Bantamweight. In December, obviously we made the jump after the Charlie Edwards fight. Had that fight and then we were scheduled to box again in April there, but I got an eye infection, so that ruled us out of that contest.
How's the eye doing?
It's a lot better. It was just conjunctivitis, just a coincidence on the week. It's just, I've never had it before in my life, and then fight week I woke up in the Tuesday morning and my eyes nearly closed shut and just there was no chance I was going to be able to box.
Yeah. After that sort of Charlie Edwards fight, what made you want to switch to the Bantamweight?
Just we obviously missed the weight with 6 ounce, so there was obviously showing that I was struggling for the weight anyway, but in terms of, I spoke with my trainers and my family and stuff, and just for a better lifestyle as well, it makes sense to go up in weight, and that the diet's a lot more healthier than what it was to do super flyweight. The Charlie Edwards fight just was, the week was a killer for me. It was like starving for 4 or 5 days just with nothing, training twice a day, eating into muscle that we don't need today to make bantamweight. We still diet and we watch our portion sizes, calorie intake and stuff, but we still are able to just a lot more happier in the gym. Just in general, it's more enjoyable. It's not forced, if honest, to go to the gym or get up in the morning running. We're able to just do it and enjoy what we're doing again, so that makes it 10 times better for myself in general.
Yeah. You spoke about sort of the week there being incredibly tough, having to shed the weight and then obviously missing the weight. I guess that's something that's sort of had a bit more of a spotlight on it recently.
There's a few just missed it recently, but every weight will be different, every circumstance will be different. There's you see it more and more often now because it is getting harder to do. There's loads of different ways you can do it. You can water load and stuff like that, but you need to have a perfectly run training camp for a lot of it to go to plan. That was generally what it was down to me missing the weight. It didn't run as smoothly as it was meant to run, causes problems, and means if you're 2 days out you're chasing your tail for 2 days trying to cover up what you've lost in ground. If you get an illness, you're not able to get in the gym and train the way you would be able to. Just recently with Scott Quigg as well there.
That's what I was looking for.
That's £2, that's a lot of weight. That's a lot of weight to miss skills by. But I trained with Scott Quigg for 2 weeks before in the past, and it's not intentional. The weight people criticise us for missing weight. They don't see the sacrifices that go in. It's just like somebody being 10 minutes late for work in a general job. It's just the similar things, only our sports in the spotlight. So we get criticised for it, but it is generally hard to make weight, and you need, as I say, you need to have a smooth run 8 weeks, which barely happens in a circumstance like that. So everyone's different. You just take it as it comes.
Yeah. You said you had like a little break after it as well. Was that good just to sort of?
Yeah, I had a little break after the April show. We just enjoyed some family time. My partner and my wee boy went away on holiday, come back, spoke with my team, and then that was when we made the choice to go up to Bantamweight. Just for the whole, at least for me, it's not about making weight now. It's more about what I can put into camp, progress, how I can learn there. Whereas before it was like last 10 days would maybe just be focused on cutting weight, where it's not really ideal when you're trying to work on game plans either, and things like that as well. So we just made it as a better game plan, got the weight, focus more on tactics, what we could do to progress as a fighter rather than just working on certain fights. So we did that for a wee while. We worked on just trying to improve myself as a fighter before we boxed on the December show, and then we got on the December show, started working for opponents etc. for their run.
Yeah, especially Bantamweight in Scotland. I kind of interviewed Scott the other day, and obviously there's Lee McGregor, Cash and yourself. Like, it's quite a good division.
It's an interesting division. There's just all the names you just mentioned there. They're all there. Lee McGregor's just coming through. The other boys I've not really got much to say on, because the fight we've offered the fight umpteen times to Cash, Farouk, Scott Allen. The fights were all there. We were actually just offered the Scott Allen fight for October, but that's not what we're looking at now because we've got the Commonwealth title fight, so it's irrelevant for us to look at the fights. When the Commonwealth title fight is defences, and obviously Cash's got his own route with the British title, he's next in line for that, so it makes sense that he doesn't take the fights for the British title. Hopefully he wins, I win, and then the British and Commonwealth could be on the line, makes a bigger fight, hopefully tracks TV etc up into Scotland. So but it's a good division in Scotland, probably better than it is down in England anyway. I think most of the competing boys are fair play, so, and then obviously Lee's just breaking through himself, so it'll be interesting over the next 6 to 12 months.
Yeah, obviously you touched on it there. You're mandatory for the Commonwealth title for Bantamweight, Jason Moloney, I think.
Yeah, mandatory for the Commonwealth. It was we actually tried to get an eliminator scheduled for the December show. It was too hard to get opponents, and we did have opponents, then they failed a medical about 10 days to go to get into the UK, so that was scrapped, and then we ended up boxing Scott McCormick. So that's the route we kind of planned when we came back. We'll go down that route because we knew Cash had already boxed for the eliminator. Scheduled to box for it, sorry. So that was going to be a route that we were kind of chasing, that it could have been held back from us. So we looked at Jason and we thought that was a more than capable fight to win. So, and I fancy my chances whether to travel to Australia or we could get the funds to bring it over here. But it's a fight we're just in the current situation. We're waiting on it's out to negotiation stages. But he's trying to get on to bigger and better things, which is understandable. But we need to try and get things screwed down and find out what's happening next for that.
Because I remember, I think I seen an interview with you just sort of waiting until he spoke after he fought, is it Kahoni Kuna for the... Yeah,
that's right. It was boxing for the WBA Ocean Pacific title or something like that. So he came through that, and then the announcement for the Bantamweight and the Super Series is out. So I think he's a highly ranked, well-governed body, so he's more than capable of getting into the tournament. He's obviously a decent enough kid, getting himself highly ranked and getting up there. So I think they're trying to chase that. Obviously we're chasing the title fight. Me personally, I would like to box him and take the title from a champion rather than a vacant title. But either or, I'm still in a great position. I'm going to be boxing for the Commonwealth title, all going well next Saturday night.
Yeah, and sort of said you're happy to go down to Australia as well for it?
Yeah, I spoke to my manager Sam, and I said that to Sam. I travelled before to box Kevin Satchel for the British and Commonwealth titles in 2013, just at a young age of turning pro. I think it was my first year and a half there. So I said to Sam again, it would be an experience. I know it's a long way around the world to travel, but it's an experience that you're never ever going to get again. And to box a good boxer that's highly ranked, obviously their own governor bodies are behind them and stuff like that. So that's, I said to Sam, if the deal is right, then I'm more than happy to travel. If not, then we can go out to purse bids and see if we can try and win it for over here.
Oh, and do David Brophy, I guess, go down to Australia and come away
David
with a win?
Brophy, it's more than capable, as I say. David Brophy was, a lot of people wrote David off. David isn't the greatest of boxers. He's no flashy, he's no this, but he works hard for what he gets, and he's a guy that deserves to win it. When he won it, he deserves to win it because he works hard. He's always in the gym, always in shape, and he wasn't scared of a challenge. He would always take on a challenge as well, and that's the same as myself. I'm in the gym working, and hopefully next week goes all well, and then we get confirmation of what's happening, if it goes vacant or if they're going to negotiate with us, so we can focus on that and hopefully go over there and do a number on Jason.
Yeah, I think you had an opponent confirmed for this one?
Yes, this one we're boxing
Jose Aguila
or something like that. Yeah, I just had a wee quick look when I got the name forwarded to me from Sam. He just looks a tough, durable opponent, doesn't he? He's not technically great. I'm not going to sit here and make him to be something special when he's not. As I say, I've not boxed for December. I says to Sam, get somebody who's tough, do the rounds basically, maybe have a go here and there or whatever it may be. But as I say, I watched a couple of his fights, and I think he's won 16, lost 40 or something like that, his record stands. But a lot of the British fighters haven't been able to stop him. They've all went distance. He's gave them the rounds. He's put some of them under a bit of pressure as well at times. But a lot of them are at bigger weights as well than bantamweight. Some of them have boxed him at lightweight. He's more than capable of getting up down weights. He's boxed some of the Olympians, etc. He's only been stopped three times I think, and they're all bigger guys or world champions, so he's mixed at good quality as well, so I'm looking forward to seeing what he brings, and obviously it's good to get back in and get rings under my belt.
Yeah, is that sort of the main thing for yourself in this fight?
Yeah, as I said, when we had a look at him, he's talking to my trainers and my brothers, they were saying like he only gets stopped off really high opposition, so the game plan is just to again work behind what I've been working on to improve as a fighter, to try and make myself better and put it into practice a wee bit in this fight, see if I can create a couple openings that we're working on. And as I say, yeah, it's tough, but I'm not bothered. If a stoppage comes, it comes, but it's not something I'm going to be looking for. I'm going to be looking for to box well and get myself the ring rust away and get the 6th round under my belt so I can move on forward for that.
Yeah, fair enough. You're obviously trained by your brother, I think.
Yeah, my two brothers train me, Scott and Edward.
How do you find that?
It's just back when just before I went to the Commonwealth Games in Delhi, it was my brother Edward that stood in to train me, Mole trainer. He moved to the bottom of London, so I had nobody to train me at the time, and he just started doing bits of pads and bits of running, cardio and stuff like that with me, and then we've just built on it for there, and ever since then he's kind of been the main guy that's walked in my corner since then, and at least I know I'm not going to be used or anything like that as opponents when they don't believe I can win. The Jason Moloney fight, he's highly ranked in governing bodies, and some people look at it and say I'm not really up there, but they've looked at it when they see the hard work I put in the gym, they see the way I live. I don't go and binge drink and I'm not the one of the type of guys, so they obviously know I could beat the guys, or they wouldn't allow me to be going down the kind of routes, so it's a great bond. We got on really close outside boxing anyway, we're all close brothers, and my brother Scott as well, he did a good bit of he's good for motivation, keep me going and stuff like that. Obviously making weight's hard, and sometimes you have low days, they're good just mentally to have by your side. He used to box as well, so he kind of knows the process of it a wee bit. So it's good, it's a good three-way bond we've got between us. But no, I'm more than happy with the team I'm working with, and as I say, I've got all trust in them. If they thought I was hurted in a fight, they'd be the first to take me out of the fight. If they thought I could recover and go on, they would be the first to give me the chance and stuff like that, so really happy.
Yeah, obviously you mentioned Delhi there, I forgot to ask as well, because obviously Jason Moloney was down there, wasn't he, for Delhi?
Yeah, the two of them were there, him and his brother Andrew were there. I don't know if they're twins or not, I think they are twins, but the two of them were there, and I'm sure Jason got gold, and I think Andrew got silver or bronze, but the two of them were there, and I never really watched much of Jason because at the time Andrew was at the weight I was boxing at, and it was Jason that was at a higher weight, so I didn't really pay much attention to Jason, but he boxed some good boys in it and beat them, but that's 8 years ago now, so we're growing up a bit for then and stuff, and 8 years ago I was quite a young boy myself. I was only 18, so just coming through, and some of them were a good bit older than me at the time, so no, but that was good. It's good at the time, obviously he's went on to win. He's obviously got a good pedigree in the sense of his amateur experience to come on to pick up good management and promotional side for turning pro, and then managed the right way up to achieve what he's achieved so far.
Yeah, how did you find the games yourself?
The games was great. It was the first big major senior tournament I'd boxed in. I was just turned 18 when I went to Delhi, and I drew the home favourite, and not the home favourite, the favourite of the competition, Paddy Barnes, and he beat me by 1 point in it. But that was a great experience. Although I lost the first round, it was still to go there and box the favourite right away, and just at a young age, just to go and experience it. And the crowds were over there were quite high demand for tickets, so it was the arenas were usually packed out when you boxed as well. So it was good at that age to box in such a big crowd.
Yeah. How did you get into boxing originally?
It was my brother Edward that boxed years and years ago. Just followed him to the gym, tried to get in, obviously hunted and tell you weren't good to do it and you were too young and stuff like that. So, and then just kept going. Then I ended up got in when I was aged enough to start going, and then I just continued from there onwards, and then progression led to progression. And my older brother Edward, he's got bad shoulders. His shoulder dislocated, so he walked away from it through that reason, and then I just continued there with my brother Scott, and then he had a few kids, so it was time for him to leave away as well.
Fair enough. What would you say has sort of been your highlight of your boxing so far?
The highlight,
Or a couple if you've got a couple?
There's a few, although I lost down in Liverpool at the Echo Arena, that was a great experience. Just turning professional on my 7th fight, I think it was, to box such a recognised opponent down there in his backyard. Many thought I won it. I thought I won it myself down by. Great experience. David Price topping the bill. Big crowd. I think there was 12,000 or something in the arena. It was a massive experience. Chief support to that. It was the same at the Charlie Edwards fight and the chief support to Ricky Burns. That was a good time as well. But there's a few. But it's a way back in amateurs. Delhi was a great experience. That's something I'll always have memories with. The team we went with as well. That was a great team. Joe Ham, Josh Taylor, they were all boys that were there, but it was a great team. We all shared a great experience with travelling that far around the world. Yeah,
and obviously they're sort of starting to make their breaks now.
That's it, so it's and then as I say, they've all went pro as well now, and Josh is doing his thing, Joe's in the chase for the British title, and I'm manager for the Commonwealth, so we're all doing well. Callum Johnson as well, he was there. He's British and Commonwealth champion, great team, so it is.
Yeah. How do you see Josh's fight against Victor Boston? That's not too long away now.
I think Josh is special. I've said for we were in amateurs, Josh was special. I've only seen a handful of fights at Posto, but I think Josh is just too fresh, accurate. He doesn't miss with very much, and when he hits. Josh is a very hard puncher for light welterweight. He could actually punch hard for welterweight if he stepped up, but he's obviously still doing the weight comfortable to make light welterweight, and I fancy Josh to do a number on him.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll be able to cope with Josh's pressure style. He's a tricky southpaw as well, so I think Josh could maybe stop him in 8 rounds or something, yeah.
Yeah. He's obviously helped sort of bringing those big nights back that sort of Ricky Burns did not too long ago.
Yeah, he is. As I say, I was obviously privileged to box on one of Ricky's shows there. The whole time he boxed there, that was the first show undercard I'd been able to get on, so that was good, and obviously Josh is doing it now. I think they just need the right undercard to build for Josh. I think Josh is a big attraction, but he's no big enough to sell the arenas because of that the undercard fights Cyclone are bringing up. There are no Scottish fighters apart from Lee and Jason Easton, but obviously he's coming off the loss and that there, so I think they need to try and get a bigger crowd for Scotland in the undercard sense to start packing out the arenas to back their fighters, then they can back Josh, and then I think it'll build on the way Ricky Burns, because Ricky Burns just started off with a Commonwealth title. And then he got the Martinez fight in front of 2,000 people, I think it was. And then he ended up doing the 12,000, sorry. Yeah. So obviously the support's there in Scotland, you just need to be built and promoted properly for it to build on.
Yeah, I think Ricky's making his comeback as well.
I think he's boxing next week, yeah. I think he's boxing next Saturday as well on the Newcastle the Lewis Ritson undercard. And then, as far as I'm hearing, he's going into the World Super Series at light welter. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. I've not heard any or seen any comments from Twitter that are stating that, but I'm thinking that's maybe what's going to happen. Maybe just doing an 8-rounder, then obviously move on to that tournaments. Yep.
How do you think you're doing that if he entered it?
Oh, it depends what boys are in it, but Ricky's never ever been same again. He's no flashy, he's no spectacular technically, but he works hard for every title he won. Even the fights he was down in points, he managed to scrape back and stop boys or whatever because he works hard for every single fight he's had. He's always hard in the gym, he doesn't really drink. He's just a hard working guy. I'd like to see him do well in it, but as I say, he's coming to the tail end of his career and they're young up and coming guys and fresh guys from America and all over the world at that weight, so it just depends who they're drafting in for that tournament as well.
Good stuff. If getting back to your fighters, what's the best way to get tickets and stuff if people are interested to come down?
I've got tickets direct in myself and the house and that, but I could book this and name it, or I think they're doing them through Ticketmaster also. But any of the fighters on the card, they can get tickets for either or. I just need to contact one of us or myself or Ticketmaster. But there's turning out to be a cracking show as well. There's Hannah Rankin boxing for the WBC silver title. That'll be the first time I've going to be seeing the girls boxing, so I'm looking forward to that. And I'm sure there's Scottish title fight
there's
on.
a Scottish title, and then there's a Celtic
title
as
fight,
well.
so it's turning out to be a cracking bill as well. Although I'm only doing a 6-rounder, it's some good prospects coming up myself on it and that before the big one, and then the title fight's next Saturday, so looking forward to it.
For sure. Do you have any sponsors or anything that you'd like to give a shout out at all for?
Yeah, if that's possible. I've got good sponsors and friends, and Paul Smith, they own IHE Stainless Steel. They're very good to me, they help me all the time and they support me if I need anything major, but obviously it's hard to get funding, etc. But the guys have been great with me and helping me, and the other local one I've got is CNC MOT and service station, and they've got a security business, Normac security business. They've just opened, they're really good to me. They're a personal friend of my dad's. They've been about for a wee while helping me if I was 15 or something, so I'd like to thank them as well. And the other ones that all do help me, there's a list of them, but that's the two main ones that really do a lot for me. If I need help with that and I can go speak to them, they're always there for me.
Yeah. If people were looking to sponsor you, what's the best way to get in touch?
If anybody's interested in doing anything like that, they could contact me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or if they know somebody through myself, they could get my number and drop me a text or whatever. It was, so as I say, any support I get's appreciated, because I know it's hard to get, so I know every business is a big business, so little or large, it doesn't matter, it's always good to get help.
Good stuff. Listen, thank you very much for having your time, Ian, and best of luck on the Saturday show.
No, thanks for having us.
Cheers.
Thank you.